I remember it was like yesterday when we first arrived St. Louis Airport, holding tight to my son Richard, who was 7 at the time. I picked up my bags and the few belongings I could carry with me after living in the UK for over 2 decades. On that cold winter day in November, my husband came behind and gave me a big kiss and wrapped his hands around the both of us. And we walked towards the parking lot. Looking back, that was when my American journey began. God bless the United States of America for being good to me. I have a great family, friends, community support around me. And in the last several years, Vintendo for Africa have played a phenomenal role in making sure minority immigrant, woman entrepreneur like myself have a seat at the table and giving opportunities to grow. My American story has also been dotted with experiences that revealed a deeper America to me. I was born in Nigeria, spent my formative years in London, England. And back then, even up till now, London is one of the most multicultural cities in the world. Quite a number of Londoners, like my late mom, are foreign-born, and over 200 languages are spoken throughout its many streets. My blackness back then was just a way I identify myself. It wasn't something I had to explain every time I opened my mouth. That's not to say I didn't experience discrimination and racist statements. Oh, sure, I did. And most of the experience Sally just shared with us are real. Though many decades ago now, in high school, I also had to overcome discrimination and biases as an immigrant student. I was called all sorts of names. It was hard making friends or even finding someone to hang with at lunchtime. And my poor mom did not have a clue how to help me back then. It was hard, but I survived. And today I am thankful that immigrant parents have a place like Vintendo for Africa that they can go and get the help that they need and help them to navigate some of the challenges that our children are facing at schools. Now, living in St. Louis both challenged and deepened my understanding of my identity as a Black immigrant woman. I was new and I was excited to find a home here. I wanted so much to assimilate into the American culture, but only to some extent. Given some of my experiences, I at times worry if America will be quite that home for me. You know, sometimes I feel like each time I try to connect and settle in, there was always that disconnect. Many people will tell me I have an accent. Initially, I will return the compliment and tell them how much I like their accent too. But they will look at me almost offended, like, I don't. But growing up, I was taught every human being has an accent of some sort. So that was new. That was very new. Another thing I dreaded was simple questions like, where are you from? And you are African. Can you braid hair? You know, I'm sharing all this to help you understand my early experience and how I got here. The decision to start MyEventsCoordinator, now Party Rentals, came from discernment. When I got to St. Louis, I saw a lot of immigrant professionals around me. that were very successful. And their success stories drove me to want to experience the life of entrepreneurship as an immigrant woman, even though I knew of its challenges and triumphs. To help me prepare, I worked for almost a decade as an account administrator. During that time, I had my daughter and also completed my MBA. In some ways, working for a small business in that environment, you get to wear many different hats. Working as the account administrator, marketing assistant, corporate event planners, taking phone calls, opening mail, all these exposed you to a lot of aspects of the business and taught me back then a range of skills that I had and my MBA could not have given me. Also, I was lucky to work closely with the company leaders, and they also helped me understand really how business work. You know, in the early stage of my entrepreneurial journey, though I felt I had the mindset, I'm prepared for this, I found myself feeling abandoned, alone, and vulnerable. I didn't always know where to turn or where to go for help. I had no mentors. I knew very little about the power of networking. Additionally, minority immigrants and female entrepreneurs, we have our struggles. Sometimes people don't always understand your accent. It was difficult securing funding. You have to fund your dreams yourself. And because my network was not as developed, my credibility was sometimes questioned. Now imagine starting a business with all these challenges and difficulties that I face. It was isolating. The truth is that part of the reason I pushed myself and refused to give up was because I had faith and believe in the power of a better tomorrow. Next month, February 2021, will be our 9th year since I started MyEventsCoordinator. Since then, I'm proud to say we've organized events for world leaders, won several awards, and we are certified MBE and WBE company by St. Louis Lambert International Airport. I'm pressing on not because I have all the answers, but because I choose to stand for what I believe, and I will continue to work hard and to achieve. I'm very grateful for Vintendo for Africa, who continues to play a huge role in helping immigrant entrepreneurs like myself move forward, moving the needle towards a greater equity and creating opportunities for us to grow. Sometimes entrepreneurs are often praised for their boldness and forward thinking, yet they struggle. I struggle sometimes with keeping the passion afloat, struggle with paying rent. And we all know that minority and female businesses are likely to fail from inadequate funding and the ability to retain customers. COVID-19 has taught me you cannot plan for every single scenario in business. But I know we cannot live in crisis forever. We will overcome and thrive again. And so would you.